Hi everybody, I finished the last book on CD of the Bill Hodges trilogy by Stephen King. It's called End of Watch. There were 12 CDs, and this kind of kept me going for a week. A week of commute. Well, I haven't really finished it. I finished. I listened up until the aftermath epilogue part, and that's kind of cool. And I got this from my friendly library system. Well, let's talk a little bit about this. This is a little more supernatural than the first two books of the trilogy, and Mr. Mercedes and Finders Keepers. This is End of Watch, and I don't want to get too much into the story. You can find a summary on Wikipedia or other reviews, but I like this one better than Finders Keeper in a way, and it has more of a paranormal, supernatural bent than the first two. Brady Hartsfield, is able to do things with his mind. He has telekinesis and a bunch of other things that he can do with his mind. And, I enjoyed it. The pacing was good. The voice characterizations were good. It took me a while to get used to it. On the first one, Mr. Mercedes, I kind of didn't like the tone, just the timbre, and he seemed a little breathless in the opening sequence. And, I said, maybe I'll give it another try, and I did, and it ended up being one of my favorite book on CD stories of all time. And another thing, the story, or the three books in the trilogy, they always begin with what happened on when Brady used the Mercedes to run over people at the job fair. Every single book, which that's kind of neat, because then you kind of get into the flow of the book, and you know where you are. A couple of things though that are kind of negative in a way is that with a lot of the terrorism that's going on, there are a lot of terrorist acts where people are running over the cars, or running people over in cars, and also at the end of the first book, Mr. Mercedes, Brady tried to get a bomb into a pop concert, like what happened at the Ariana Grande concert a couple months ago in Birmingham, England. Well, that being said, once again, I really enjoyed this series. At the end of Mr. Mercedes, I was thinking, dang, it ought to be there should be more stories. And sure enough, I found out. I didn't know at the time, but I found out there were two more books, and now I'm kind of sad that it's over. Once again, I would like to know more of what happens with Holly and Jerome and the gang. And hopefully it'll be a cycle, like the Jimmy Gold trilogy ended up being a cycle. If you listen to or read Finders Keepers, you'd know what I'm talking about. So I give this a hearty thumbs up. Just kind of rambled on about it, but well written. This is one of the better Stephen King ones. It's a trilogy. What more can you ask? It helped my commute go a little better. Thanks. Give me a hearty thumbs up if you like the vid. Thanks a lot. Bye now.